This is Paul. Yeah. You know what happened? No. A truck just drove by. No. It really did happen. And I was thinking about the various kinds of genius throughout the nation. Yes. When you only think that those that have PhDs can answer the problems of the nation, you're really missing a lot of the genius that's out there. Not everybody goes to university, and for all of those technologists that thought, well, that's the answer to my problems. Technology's not the answer, is it? Now, somebody decided to wrap the teeth of the population, and as you were moving the teeth because of the braces, you decided to take the nerve endings in the gums of the teeth that were moving. Why don't you get me the orthodontist? Heidi had a special band put in the back of her teeth after she had braces. A metal band that could be attracted to static electricity. Oh. Now, as an American citizen, you might not understand my genius, but it's really there, and I have a certain way of being able to understand the genius of the population. There was a truck that drove by that happened to be the Washington Conservation Corps. And they do a lot of good work, but what you don't understand is they're on welfare while they're doing it. Yes. And then they get tuition, not reimbursement, they get their tuition paid for because of the number of years that they volunteer. It's really a good program because it's possible to get really a bachelor's or a master's degree paid for if you understand the matching scholarships from the institutions that participate in it. Ooch. Now, there's what's known as the Washington, Conservation Corps. That's a statewide corps that does work in national parks and other places. Then there's the AmeriCorps, the federal program of those that volunteer in different cities to do work on behalf of the United States federal government. Yes. Then there's the Peace Corps. Do you remember that? That volunteer work that they do throughout the world. Pooch, why don't you give me the Corps today? I'd like to know the braces of all of those that thought, well, I could give a few years of my time in exchange for some sort of educational benefit so that I don't have to pay for my education. Now, when you really look at the Washington State Conservation Corps, as a father, I'm concerned about higher education costs. And it seemed to me that some of those that I've seen in the Corps, they're really younger persons. They're in their 20s, and they thought, well, I'm going to work in the national parks for a couple years, and then I can get up to 4 years of education paid for because of the matching scholarships of the institutions. I mean, how important is that college and university degree? Did you figure out a way to be able to do it so you don't have to pay for it? I did financial aid planning in 12 different schools throughout Portland and Vancouver, and I understand the expenses of higher education, and there could be a few of those that if you really sat down and talked to them about what the problem is, their personal life experience gives them the experience to be able to understand the problem. Now, did you think it was your Juris Doctorate that gave you the answer, or did you think it was your personal life experience? I'd like to know the last 40 years of Peace Corps, AmeriCorps, and State Corps. And then I'd like to know, well, did you have any orthodontics, or are you a dog or cat lover? Now, there are a couple other organizations throughout the world that do some good work, don't they? The Rotarians, pooch. They served dinner just a few days ago, and I appreciate the Rotary, but I'm wanting to sue them, pooch, for allowing one of their members to use their newsletter to exploit an adopted daughter from Haiti. Now, I know I'm not popular with the Rotarians, but why don't you give me the last 40 years of them? Seems like Rotary has done a lot of good work. They've hosted a lot of exchange students. I went to Denmark as an exchange student through a Rotary visa that was given to me. Yes. Learned a foreign language. I know you're sitting there. But In your mind, it doesn't matter if you can speak a foreign language. It doesn't matter if you went to another university. Now let's get the Rotarians, and then there's another Rhodes Scholarship. There was an individual that has these exchange programs. Just get me the visas of all the different organizations that have that special requirement of law to be able to host students in different nations because oh, get me the host families of every student visa, and then every organization and all of their employees that have the actual legal requirements necessary to enable a student from a foreign nation to travel to another nation to be able to be an exchange student. It was the father of one of the exchange students, and then there was another exchange student, Jetmir Bakia. When I was, get me the employees of every organization that has ever facilitated an exchange student visa right now.